So I took Beast for a couple of reasons. One, I haven't played Beast really recently. I don't think I've played him in ranked this season yet. Okay, so far 2 Harkonnens. I also took him because... Oh, there's an Atreides. Where's Paul? No! No, Romber ruined it. I took him because he starts with 1 spice, and that means that I can potentially, if I get a dagger or a signet ring, I can get to tech negotiation turn 1 and take Mnemic Film, which is really fun. And as player 4, you know, okay, I've got a dagger. As player 4, it's kind of a nice spot to do that, right? Because player 1 and 2 are probably going to go to still suits and smuggling and or hardy warriors. And so as player 4, sometimes you don't have an amazing move to make. So this seems like a good spot to go ahead and grab an early Mnemic Film with Beast. And that's what I'm going to do. If I can. It's possible somebody beats me to it. But it's unlikely, I would say. Now, the other players know that I have that option, but look at that. Smuggling. Still fold space, smuggling, hardy warriors. What did I say? There's the Baron, immediately master stroking. There's something about the way that sounds that makes it sound a bit interesting. All right, early Mnemic Film. So we accomplish our purpose in picking Beast. Now if I play Seek Allies, I can grab Power Play right off the bat, which is kind of fun. Sayadina is a great card to get, arguably better than the Power Play this early, just because of the, you know, it's 2 different factions, Bene Gesserit and Freeman, and so, you know, I'll probably get that a couple of times throughout the game, whereas the Power Play is a one-time use. Satellite Bane is also a card that I've rarely ever had or taken, because if I have 5 Persuasion, usually I feel like there's something better to do with it. Discard a card to get a spice and a water. I mean, that can be quite nice. But sometimes it's like, I don't want to discard anything right now. The reveal is pretty worthless, I would say, most of the time. Only 1 Persuasion really sucks. And the retreating is a pretty weak mechanic most of the time. If you're playing in Bloodlines and you have Sardaukar commanders, then obviously that's different. I think I might go to Wealth here. Sayadina is probably going to be gone. Power Play might also be gone. Let me get myself some Solari. And let's see what's left. So I'm going to say Sayadina's not going to make it around to me. Okay, makes it past Romber. Let's see what Jeremy does here on Leto. 1 Persuasion. Okay, let's see what Baron does. Baron, what do you got? He's got 4. He's not taking Duncan, Idaho. He's taking Sayadina for sure. And he does. There it is. What comes up? Ixian Engineer. I mean, I have 1 tech already, but there's no guarantee I'm going to have more. So at this stage, okay, do I take Power Play or do I take this crazy satellite ban and just see if I can get anything good out of it? You know what? Let's get crazy. Let's get crazy. I'm going to take the satellite ban because I've basically never taken it. I think Power Play is a much better card, but I'm going to give the satellite ban a chance. It's like if there's a time to get it, it's early. When you can play it a few times, get the resources a couple of times, we'll give it a shot. Delanicus says, I've got Uprising physical, but play a lot more digital. I'd say I like them both pretty equally, especially when including the Chome module with Uprising. Yeah, the Chome module is cool. The contracts, I think, are really interesting. Though I think I prefer base game Dune, no Ix. Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. All right, so Baron unlocks interstellar shipping. I wonder if I can get myself a full-scale assault. That would be just beautiful. There's also spice available here. I mean, I could grab 3 spice and maybe go for a holo projectors. That's kind of fun. Or I could go for this conflict. I'm leaving the signet ring here just because it's flexible. It gives me options. You know, I can either go to potentially Imperial Basin or Arakeen or Carthag or tech negotiation. And I might consider it. Now, if it was tech negotiation, then I didn't necessarily need all that spice. But the other thing I'm thinking about a little bit is maybe, you know, getting some spice out of here and then looking at maybe a conspire to get myself to Swordmaster money, because I'm not going to get, you know, anything out of the shipping track for quite a while, if ever. But, you know, like that 1 water for 1 spice is basically what I paid, because I could have gotten 2 spice. But I just wanted that extra spice right now to give myself a little bit more flexibility in terms of what might happen. Am I going to win this conflict? I mean, if I play Signet Ring to Carthag, it gives me a pretty good chance to. Maybe I just do that. Forget about the holo projectors. The training drones is also interesting. I mean, if I build up enough techs, it might be worth getting the Ixian Engineer. Romber and Leto still have agents. Are they going to go for this conflict? Okay, I mean, I'm not going to go for the holo projectors. I'm going to keep spice for a potential conspire. This is an interesting decision here, honestly, too. You know what? Let's get some more spice. Let's just collect spice. And, fuck it. I'm throwing everything in right now. I'm going hardcore for this. So, it makes it so that Romber can only get in 3 troops. Leto, same thing, unless he wants to go to Hardy Warriors and tie me up. If he has a dagger, he might decide to do that. He's got 1 dagger in play, 1 dagger in his discard pile, so he can't do that. It's a pretty heavy commitment for this, but I'm just feeling like I want to do it. Okay, Leto does go to Carthag, so he might have combat intrigues. He might decide he wants to go for this. Looks like he's just going to angle for second, which is pretty fair. And then with my 5 persuasion, okay, I'm taking the power play this time. What an incredible, crazy sequence of events that I'm going to still get this power play. Even though I didn't take it, I'm going to get it now. Lots of combat-oriented stuff available. So like I said, I think I'm going to be angling, and we'll see what I draw, but I think I'm going to be angling for Conspire, which will be great. It'll get me Solari for a Swordmaster. It'll get me some troops back in my garrison. It'll get me an intrigue card, and you know, potentially head me up toward that alliance. Osmosmo! Hey, Osmosmo, good to see you. Gunthopter picked up by Romber. So we got to remember that troops in the garrison are liable to get assassinated. Romber had 7 cards in hand. He still didn't get to 8. Yeah, that is kind of painful. He went to research station too. Okay. So I take the conflict win. We load up on some more spice, which is great. It does give me a shot at invasion ships if I want. I mean, it's a great card, a great tech. This is interesting now. It would be nice to unlock shipping for myself for next round. But if I want Swordmaster this round, which I do, I need to get the Solari immediately. So I think I'm just going to use the diplomacy here, and then the power play potentially on one of these other spots. I mean, this gets me closer to an alliance, which I like, but yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. Okay. We'll see about that. Romber gets to fold space. He unlocks interstellar shipping. Sylvain, we are on a quest. Yes, we are. And here's the other Sylvain coming to say hello. Bonjour tout le monde! Ça va bien? Yeah, Sylvain, you're a little bit excited here today. Ben oui! Okay. I'm not going to ask. You know what? I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask any questions about Sylvain. I feel like there's something going on with him right now. I'm afraid to ask what. Okay, Leto decides not to seek allies. Instead, it goes to Mentat. Okay. Still suits for Baron. Doesn't have the water to pay. Oh, he does. He does, because he gets the water here, the water here. No. Still only 2 water. All right. So grab Swordmaster, and then we shall see. I wonder if I go to selective breeding, could I get enough here? Probably not, right? What's in my deck? No, I only have 1 convincing argument. So selective breeding. I mean, I could. If I draw the convincing argument plus one of these other cards, not the dagger, and use the recruitment mission, I could maybe get the full-scale assault, but it's a pretty low chance. I wonder if I actually just go to wealth, get myself the alliance. Nope. Okay, that's not happening. I wonder if it's worth the selective breeding just to take a chance. I mean, it'd be nice to trash something, but it's not great. I think, honestly, I might just smuggle and save the power play for later. Because that at least Gives me 3 Solari, so I could potentially get a Dreadnought and a tech for this crazy, this crazy situation. I think that might be it. Okay, so it's looking pretty good for a Baron victory here. We'll see what he does with it. This is a nice one. Leto hits Dreadnought. Okay, we'll take the Bene Gesserit's sister. Appropriate appears. Hardy warriors from Leto looking to go in on this conflict, which is, you know, it's a nice one to win. Doesn't cost him a lot because the Dreadnought he gets back, and if he wins, he gets a troop back. Baron. Okay, so Baron's intrigue card is not a combat intrigue card, unless it's a tiebreaker. It's not Master Tactician. It's not Ambush. It could be a combat intrigue card that costs spice, but it's not a free combat intrigue. We know that, but he just drew another one. Guild Bank. Okay, so I'm up first here. I think I might have to smuggle again, because investing 1 in the smuggle kind of means I need to go again. Unless I feel like someday I'm going to get an interstellar shipping. Yeah, let me just do that. Hopefully the satellite band can get to still suits or fold space, which, you know, is a little bit tricky. It's not a guarantee that I'll be able to actually do that. Now, using the signet ring meant that I couldn't go to Dreadnought, so maybe I might consider Arakeen and then Dagger to Dreadnought. Okay, Hollow Projectors goes to Romber. So I could get training drones or troop transport if I go to Dreadnought. Alternatively, I use the satellite band if I can. I mean, I kind of feel like I should if I can, because I do need faction influence on both of those, well, in a lot of spots, to be honest. Obviously, like, it's a tough call, right? Because, okay, Arakeen is gone anyway, so that's not a thing. I can forget about that whole possible plan. It's out. It is out. Can I get myself... No, I have no way of drawing... Well, if I satellite ban and discard this, I could potentially research station to get that. That would be fun. Okay, let's see if we can make that happen. All right. I'm going to put in 1, just see if I can get some cheap Solari for 1 troop. Because, I mean, I do need Solari, right? I need a High Council seat. I need 2 Dreadnoughts. Maybe I should have put in more. I don't know. But I also feel like I could put in more and still lose. Robert puts in 1. So if Baron puts in anything, then I might end up with nothing. Leto unlocks interstellar shipping. I'm the only one with nothing there. Swordmaster for Baron, so he might still do this. Okay, do I research station? Honestly, I might still miss. So I go down to 3. This is 4. I need to get 4 persuasion in 3 cards, and my top card is a dagger. It's not likely to work, so I don't think I'm actually going to do that. But that's the only move I have. Oh, that's the only move I have. Okay, I could appropriate. If I wanted to use that, I could use it on the appropriate. That would drop me here, or I could go up. I don't think Research Station is a great idea right now. And I might, honestly, I might not get another good use out of this. But I really want to get that full-scale assault, so I'm not gonna burn it. I'm gonna take a liaison, and I'm gonna take another liaison. That's what I did. So I'm going for persuasion here to try to get this full-scale assault because it gives me a dreadnought towards this. Also, I'm gonna need a spice must flow if I want to get this. So unfortunate situation there, but I really feel like it would have been a waste of my water to go to Research Station there. I mean, maybe I could have gotten the appropriate then without burning this. This also, I would have been not too displeased to pick that up. Hey, G Rich 96. Thanks for tuning in. Baron goes to Secrets with the Sayadina, and he has the water to spend, so that rockets him up to 6 points. Baron in a commanding lead at the moment. No big surprise that Baron has a big mid-game lead. That's kind of how Baron works. The question is anyone going to be able to catch him? And is he going to stall out? So he's got the Freeman Alliance. He has a point with the Guild, but he still has an easy point with the Bene Gesserit and an easy point with the Emperor. So that's 8 points he's getting close to. He can keep getting more points with Sayadina if he can keep getting more water. Baron is going to be tough to beat this game, which is no big surprise. Reveals for 4. He's going to pick up Shifting Allegiances. That's not going to help our cause. Okay, at least I'm going to get the Solari out of here. The 2. That's something. Okay. It's a victory point on the table. I've got pretty basic hand. Research station is probably something I'm going to consider here. Sorry about that. Lucifer, you would have gone for appropriate? I mean, I really thought about it. It might have been the right move. I don't know. I just decided not to do it because I really want to get the dreadnought off of this. But I may never, I may never accomplish that. Okay, Leto, signet ring plus smuggling, so he can hop up ahead here if he wants to. Grabs troop transports at the same time. He's going to be in a good position to win this conflict. He does rocket ahead on Emperor. Hey, Eric, thanks for the sub. Eric says, hey, been enjoying the content. Thank you. Is this Rise of Ix? And do you have a choice of game mode on digital like Classic versus Ix? Yes, this is Rise of Ix. This is Ranked. Ranked is always Rise of Ix. I like both Classic and Rise of Ix. If you want to play Classic, you got to play a game in the lobby system because, like I said, Ranked is only for Rise of Ix. And I do mix it up. I tend to mostly play Ranked because it's just kind of the easiest way to get a game going. And all right, let me focus here for a second. A lot of spice available all over the place. I could theoretically pick up spice and go to Hayliner. It's not thrilling me though, I have to say. Memo quarters. It could help me get what I need there. It's a lot of spice to turn down. You know, it's kind of crazy. I was talking about research station, but do I just let this spice sit here? I don't think I do. And I'm not going to deploy here. So it might be Dreadnought. Maybe also High Council seat, right? If I ever want to get this thing, I probably need to get the High Council seat. Leto gets his second Dreadnought and he gets memo quarters. And he gets the Emperor Alliance. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the Grand Conspiracy is not going to happen. It's just too many things I have to do. You know, still need High Council seat. Still need 2 Dreadnoughts. Still need Spice Must Flow. Still need 4 influence on 2 different tracks. Like, I'm nowhere on all of those factors. This card is honestly a trap. Every time, almost every time I've gotten this card and I've tried to get it, it's a trap. All right. I'm going to get a High Council seat here. You know, maybe it works towards this, but also, you know, I just think it's something I should probably get. And then maybe I go to selective breeding if it's available and see if I can get this. Yeah, I've had this mimic film from the start of the game. Now the High Council seat means I've got 3 persuasion at least every round, which is nice. I still have that power play sitting there. 4 liaisons, no, 2 liaisons, 2 convincing arguments in the deck. I have a potential Hardy Warriors angle here as well, but probably Leto's going to get more stuff into this conflict. Yeah, he goes to still suits. He gets himself a point, unlocks Siege Tabard, deploys 2 Dreadnoughts, and it's looking pretty good for a Leto victory here. So I was asking, is anyone going to catch up to Baron? Looks like Leto's going to catch up to Baron. I think I'm going to do the Hardy Warrior, or the selected breeding here, and hope I can get the full scale assault. It's not a great chance, but it's not a bad chance. I've got 5 cards in the deck that have 2 persuasion. So let's try. Mentat first. Mentat first it would help. It is true, but I don't want to burn the Solari. I'm just going to hope that this works. And it does not. It does not. And I drew these 2 cards, which sucks. That sucks, man. This game sucks. Here's how I feel. So even if I had Mentatted, if I had gotten a 2-coster with the Mentat, which there's a good chance of it, then, you know, I might have been able to get it. But I just felt like it's a grand conspiracy against me. I just felt like, yeah, I could do it. It increases my chances of succeeding on that. But I want the Solari for like the next Mentat, you know, or the next Dreadnought. Well, I could go ahead and take Reverend Mother Mahayam at this point. Just give up on this. I think I might as well. You know what I mean? I need something. And who knows? Maybe I get to combo her with a Bene Gesserit sister at some point. It feels terrible though, man. How can I miss this? I've got 4 free persuasion, High Council seat, memo, Mnemonic Film, and this, and I still can't do it? Fuck. All right. I can't stand it. Let's put her on top of the deck. Negotiated withdrawal. Okay. Hey, Orbit, bad news. B, yeah, it's bad news, man. It's bad news for me this game. I'm kind of nowhere. I'm absolutely nowhere. I got that early Mnemonic Film. That was my whole reason for picking Beast, and I achieved that, and pretty much nothing else. I've got Spice, but I have no cards even to get me to like a Hayliner. Maybe around 7. Maybe around 7 if we make it that far. I might be able to win a Hayliner battle. All right, Baron actually beats Leto in this conflict. Goes up to 7 points. We've got Desert Power. There's the Reverend Mother. I've got seemingly a lot of persuasion here. Maybe it's another selective breeding. Although honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure it's worth buying this versus just getting a Spice Must Flow. I mean, I could go to Dreadnought, get detonation devices. I mean, it might be a good thing to get because Leto probably wants it. Oh, I don't have the Solari for it, though. Never mind. I'd have to smuggle first. Yeah, I'm going to go to selective breeding. Okay, let's lose that Dagor. We'll draw some more cards, and we've still got plenty of persuasion. Basic access only. 2 agents remaining. Mentat is there. Top card is Bene Gesserit's sister. It might be worth... there's Dreadnought taken by Romber. I bet he goes with detonation devices here. It's an interesting decision. Yeah, he does. Sonic Snoopers comes up. It's an interesting decision between those cards because the training drones would help him win conflicts more than the detonation devices will. But the detonation devices has more upside if he does win. And it takes it away from, Leto, who potentially might have gone to tech negotiation to pick that up since he's got a big Dreadnought game going. The Sonic Snoopers, is probably the most attractive tech for me there at this point, just to get rid of this goddamn conspiracy. Okay. Top card of my deck is this. Yeah, I think I might Mentat. Smuggle. It's like a good time to smuggle though as well. We'll see. Maybe I can still smuggle. There's a good chance I can't with 3 of us sitting there. Probably one of these guys wants it. But I kind of like the idea of getting the Bene Gesserit sister here. Going to secrets. Maybe getting that alliance someday. Getting another intrigue card. Invasion ships for Leto. Fills his garrison to the brim. Loads everything in. Holtzman engine is there. Do I consider Holtzman engine? Maybe. Maybe. Romber could also grab it, though. If I want it, I have to get it now. Honestly, it might not be a crazy idea. Because if I get Holtzman engine, I can buy a Spice Must Flow this round. And then hopefully get one next round. Let's do it. And I can still send Bene Gesserit's sister to secrets and get a Spice Must Flow. So this guy, he's not happening at least yet. Maybe as a last resort or something if we can make this happen. But again, I don't think that's going to happen. My Spice is gone. My Solari is gone. I'm never going to Dreadnought. Spy Satellites. Spy Satellites is worth 2 points for me at the moment. But I have no spice to buy it with. No spice with which to purchase it. Can you believe that people tried to tell us all our lives, no, you must not end a sentence with a preposition. You must not say the spice to buy it with. You must say the spice with which to buy it. Fuck off. That's not how the language works. It's just not. They can tell you it's not correct, but if everyone speaks that way and it feels natural, then it's correct, bitch. That kind of stuff gets on my nerves, man. Okay, so Robert goes to Carthag. Hey, Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate says, hey everyone, just got into Dune Imperium and bought the online version. Welcome. I can't join any game because of password. Anyone know what I should do? Oh, okay, so maybe there are no games without password. So Coffee Mate, you can just create a game. So in the lobby, you can create your own game and just don't put a password on it, and then people can join it. Or you can wait for somebody to create a game without a password. So when you create a game, you have the option to put a password on it or not. So at the moment, maybe that's all that's there. Baron up to 8 points. This is ridiculous. 3, 5, 8, 3. I mean, Lito's going to get one here, and he has the detonation devices, right? No, Romber took it. But Lito has memo quarters. He doesn't have it unlocked just yet. Let's see what we get here. Bindu suspension. I mean, it could help us get a Spice Must Flow, potentially. Hey, Adam Hyman, is Direwolf planning to release Uprising online? As Zach says, yes, but not soon. That's exactly right, Zach. They have said they plan to release all of Dune Imperium digitally at some point, but they're quite slow. Next will be Immortality. Let's get ourselves a Spice Must Flow. Hey, Tim Loiseau, thanks for the follow. And Adam Hyman, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Jack and Ape says, just joined. How did this tragedy happen? It's been a tragic game. It's been a tragic game. At least I'm currently not in 4th place, but that is very likely a temporary situation. All right, so Lito wins the conflict. He goes up to 6, gets himself a water. It's round 7. I have no spice, no way to get to Hayliner. I do have a water for a potential Hardy Warriors, but this is not a conflict that I'm likely to win. All right, so the question I need to think about is, do I want to try to get spy satellites? Well, the answer is I can't. I would have to go smuggling for 2 spice, Haga Basin for 2 spice, then get it. I mean, it is worth 2 victory points at the moment for me. Alternatively, I can just get a point, you know, going to a Freeman spot. And I still have this power play that I haven't used. Can you believe that? That's pretty wild. I think I probably just start with Bindu suspension and then see what I get. All right. So there's Baron getting a bunch of points. All right, let's see what we get here. I will decline to pass my turn. The convincing argument is not bad. Yeah, I don't... You know what? Maybe smuggling is good, though, because that'll get me the Bene Gesserit Alliance. But then I have no way to actually get the spice from Haga Basin. So I can't even... All right, I'm gonna do this though. Let's see what we get. All right, so let's recall. Let's take the Bene Gesserit Alliance. Machine culture. Interesting. So if I somehow do get another tech, that's where the point. The engineer doesn't help because you have to actually draw that guy first, then reveal him to get the victory point. So, I mean, yeah, he doesn't really help. I didn't really want to play this sister because I think I might need her persuasion potentially. Right. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking I needed 4 spice when I actually only needed 3 for it. But anyway, it is gone. Flagship is there. That's not going to happen. Six spice on Leto. He might be able to get to Hayliner to fight for this, but I mean, yeah, Hardy Warriors is a point. Sonic Snoopers gets sniped, and we've got an empty tech pile there. And unfortunately, I have no way of buying any tech. I mean, it would have been worth getting the training drones potentially just for the machine culture point, but that's not happening. So, yeah, there's this point here. Then the persuasion for the spice must flow. I think that's all I can really do. No reason not to deploy everything. Jeremy was hoping I'd leave that for him so he could leapfrog Baron or something like that, I guess, but I guess I lose the spice must flow here. I could get training drones to deploy one more. Could potentially do that with the reconnaissance. I mean, Leto's talking about letting him chase Baron, but the thing is, like, what's my best case scenario? Like, I'm not going to beat Baron in this game. Even if it goes to another round, I don't see myself getting enough points to be competitive here. So at the moment, I think my best case scenario is like second place. Yeah, Lucifer, the only would be if he could take a point away from Baron. And I think maybe he was thinking he could take this alliance, right? And so if he could, then, you know, maybe it goes to another round. But the thing is, he gets to 7. He's got 2 points here. Like, there's not... I don't think it makes a ton of sense. So for me now... Hey, Alexander. Yeah, I have Holtzman engine. So I didn't forget about it. I'm going to get persuasion out of the Bene Gesserit sister. It's just the way this UI works. It doesn't show the persuasion from her because it's optional. So I'm currently sitting at 10 persuasion with her, so I can still afford to play the reconnaissance and get Spice Must Flow. Diz says that Jeremy player was salty at me last game for using my turn timer. Yeah, I mean, I don't see him as being salty right now. You know, he's fine. All right, so yeah, let's go to Carthag. Let's see what we get. Unfortunate. I mean, maybe I just go for it. Maybe I go for it with the machine culture into the training drones and just see if somehow it's good enough. I mean, Leto still has 2 agents, so it's probably not, but whatever. Let's go for it. Alexander says trashing Spice Must Flow doesn't affect the Holtzman engine points. I didn't trash it. I discarded it. So the satellite ban is discard a card to gain a spice and a water, not trash. So I'm good. Diz, yeah, I'm doing well, and yeah, it's nice to have a surprise stream here. Diz, have you managed to get anywhere in terms of scheduling your tournament games? I don't know if any of those games are going to happen for me. I mean, I knew it was going to be a scheduling nightmare. I almost didn't sign up because I knew that going in, and it's a scheduling nightmare. So let's see what Leto can do here. I mean, he should be able to get some troops in, I would think. At the very least, he can go to Imperial Basin and get 2 in. That's what he does. Does he have the memo quarters? No. So I'm at 8 points with the Holtzman engine. If I somehow win this, I'll get to 9, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. It'd be hilarious if somehow it works out. Leto has no intrigue cards, but he just needs a couple of swords to reveal, and he's going to take this. I have 2 intrigue cards, but they're no good. They're trash. They're total trash. And he's got a Hayliner. So that is that. Decisive. No spice must flow, though. And he's 1 short of the memo quarter, so it looks like he's going to end at 9. And I'm going to get an... Okay, Private Army. I was going to say I'm going to get an entry card, a Spice, and a Solari, but Romber may be coming in for second place. I guess he is. All right, fine. So I'll get an intrigue card and 2 Solari. And how are we doing? Jeremy gets the victory there. Grand Conspiracy whiffs, as it always does. And I end up in 3rd place. So it ended up being, you know, kind of close, 10, 9, 8, 6. But it was a rough game from start to finish there. Good old Grand Conspiracy. I was really, really hoping to... Who ended up with the full-scale assault? It wasn't me. I was really, like, angling my whole game around getting that for a while, and I just never could make it happen. Lido pulled it off in the end, just for fun. Pretty sad. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I mean, I could have played that entire game differently. Obviously, that's true basically every game. And maybe could have made a better run at it. I got my alliance very late. That's something I haven't been great at with Beast, is getting the alliance early enough so that it matters with the Signet Ring. I think I had a power play I never even played. Yeah, I drew it. I only drew it once. I drew it that one time and didn't play it. And then never got it again. So it was kind of rough. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not, and follow on Twitch, twitch.tv/bludgeon. Support is always appreciated. So you can do that with a sub on Twitch, Prime or otherwise. And on YouTube, you can do it with a membership by clicking the join button. All right, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.